Social media stalker. Lana Martin's rise as a social media influencer had been meteoric. With a life displayed in curated squares of perfection, her Instagram feed was a cascade of flawless makeup, high fashion, and glimpses into a world that shone bright with the sheen of success. Millions followed her, drawn by the magnetic pull of her vibrant personality and the seemingly transparent window into her life. But beneath the surface of heart emojis and adulation, a shadow grew. Subtle at first, a mere blemish in the glow of her online presence. It began with a follower, Eyes on You 247, whose comments were consistently the first to appear. "Stunning as always, Lana," or "Your smile brightens my darkest days." The messages were the kind of generic flattery a public figure like Lana received by the thousands. However, Eyes on You 247's words soon became less about her posts and more about her. "I saw you at the Grove shopping today. Blue suits you so well," one comment read. Lana had indeed been shopping that day, wearing a blue dress. She had posted no stories about it, shared no location data. It was a coincidence, she told herself. Los Angeles was full of eyes, and hers was a well-known face. As weeks tricked into months, Eyes on You 247's comments wove a narrative of proximity. "Loved your speech today. You're even more eloquent in person." No photo, no check-in had been shared about her speaking engagement. A chill crept into her spine. Was one of her friends sharing information with a fan? Or was someone from the events she attended overstepping boundaries? Lana started to take precautions. She shared less, posted with delays, never in real time. She never tagged locations anymore. Despite this, Eyes on You 247's comments grew more detailed. "Your new haircut looks beautiful. The way it frames your face in the morning light of your kitchen." That was when real fear took hold. There were no public pictures of her kitchen, a place she considered her private sanctuary. Lana did what anyone in her position would do. She blocked the user. But the respite was short-lived. Another account, Seeing You Always, emerged. "Why did you shut me out, Lana? I only want to be close to you." The police were sympathetic, but clear. Without a direct threat, their hands were tied. They advised her to hire private security, change her routines. She did. One cannot be too careful with millions of eyes upon them. Then the gifts started arriving. Not at her P.O. box, the address freely given to fans, but at her home. First, a blue dress, identical to the one she wore at the Grove. Then, a book on speech delivery. And the last straw, a set of kitchen knives, their blades shining ominously, accompanied by a note, "To make your mornings brighter." Lana hired a private investigator, Jack Sullivan, a former detective with a reputation for discretion and results. Jack's eyes narrowed at the details, the gears in his mind visibly turning. He scoured through Lana's social media with a detective's eye, looking for the slip-up, the tiny crack through which her stalker could slip through. And there it was. A reflection in a storefront window, a street name caught in the gleam of her sunglasses, the unique pattern of her kitchen tiles in the background of a selfie video, each a breadcrumb leading to her. Jack installed cameras, ran checks on anyone close to Lana, and monitored new followers. Lana's life, once open, became a fortress of privacy. But still, at Seeing You Always found a way to whisper through the cracks. "You look peaceful when you sleep," read the latest comment, a sentence that froze her blood. That night, as Lana lay in her bed, A shadow passed over her window, and the faintest scrape of a sound disturbed the silence of her room. Her phone buzzed, a direct message. You should lock your second-floor balcony door. The fear was no longer abstract. It was real. It was close. It was inside her house. Jack and the police arrived within minutes of her frantic call, but there was no one there. The balcony door was locked, the house secure. It was a warning, or a taunt. The breakthrough came unexpectedly. A pattern in the gifts, the timing of the messages, a clue overlooked. Seeing you always knew too much, not just about Lana, but about her security, her investigations, her countermeasures. The stalker wasn't just a fan. He was part of her world, someone who could see her not through a screen or a lens, but firsthand. The realization hit Lana like a wave when she overheard Jack on the phone, providing an update on the security measures to an unknown caller. The lilt of his voice, the slight accent, it matched the syntax of the messages, the turns of phrases in the comments. Jack Sullivan wasn't just hunting the stalker. He was the stalker. The confrontation was swift. Lana, with the help of the police, laid a trap, a public appearance that Jack couldn't resist. As he was arrested, his expression was one of betrayal, as if he were the wounded party, as if his actions were justified by some twisted logic of love and obsession. Lana's world would never be the same. Trust shattered, privacy invaded, every comment under her photos, now a potential thread leading to madness. She continued to share her life, but the veneer of perfection had cracks, through which the harshness of reality glinted ominously. The online world, with its likes and follows and hearts, had shown its dark side, where admiration could turn into obsession, and the distance between fan and idol could collapse with a single click. Lana Martin had learned that the most terrifying stories are those that unfold not in the shadows, but in the glow of the spotlight, under the eyes of millions who watch, like, and sometimes stalk,